celibate. I haven't dived into Janae Aiko's live, I call it meditation music. You are missing out. Fire. Try your serious. You're celibate. Please let your girl know how you did it. If you want to be celibate, like, or you was celibate, like, your girl wants to know. Like, I feel different. Like, I feel different in a good way. Like, I don't know. It's just a different type of vibe, different type of feeling. Like, it's kind of like something to kind of be proud of in a sense. Like, because it's like when you really value yourself, people will really start to value you because you ain't about to put up with a lot. And I ain't been. Alright, so I recently have decided that I am celibate. I kind of don't want to use that word. I'm just gonna say I recently decided that I was going to hold back on having sex while in a situation with someone or dating someone. I am just gonna hold off on it because the whole purpose of dating, well, my purpose of dating someone is to marry that person. So I'm not the type of woman who get in relationships with men in the first place just to have sex with them. So for me, it's easy, but it's hard at the same time. And let me just say this: I literally have just started. So for those who have been celibate for a year, 2 years, all their life, who still virgins, more power to you. Okay. For me, it's almost 4 months, 3.5 months. So I'm still in the baby stages of it. But for me, the reason why I really gave it up is because I really want to focus on getting to know a person, and I want that person to really focus on getting to know me. I don't want to just date someone and then we just wham bam and then we don't have anything to talk about. Like, I want to have endless conversations with this person because, again, the whole purpose of being with someone is for that person to be your husband or your wife or whatever. So if we can't have meaningful conversations, if we can't talk about, different things in the world, if we can't just talk about just different things amongst each other, if you can't get to know me and ask me questions, if I can't ask you questions, what are we doing? For what? For me, it is extremely important to get to know the person that I am dating. Also, it allows me as a woman to get to know myself more because I'm not focused on just the sexual feeling of being with someone. I'm allowing myself to take a step back, be single, enjoy life, live in the moment, date, meet different people, experience, so that I can know, okay, I don't want that, I don't want that, I don't need this. It allows me to really understand a deeper meaning within myself. Because honestly, for me, when you're having sex with someone, it confuses you. Sex can really cloud your judgment on things. It gives you mixed emotions, the wrong emotions, because now you're sexually involved with this person rather than getting to know this person. So now the only thing you can really pinpoint with this person is a sexual encounter that you've had with this person. So this is all random, but this is have become my second best tea. The first one is I love ginger tea, but this one's a peach detox tea, and I just realized they have like little quotes on the string of the tea bag, and I like that because I'm really deep on quotes and like positivity, and they have like affirmations on it. I think that is so dope. But anyways, back on subject. So when you take sex out of the relationship, you spend more time getting to know that person. So then it allows you to realize whether or not you want to continue on with that relationship with someone, or you have nothing in common. And when you're constantly having sex with that person, your mind is clouded. You really don't know, or you really don't have a good judgment on that person. For me, like when I really decided, because at first it was like, oh, I'm celibate, I'm not having sex with somebody, but then it became like my reality, and I'm just like, okay, I'm really doing this. Like, I'm really gonna hold off. I'm really gonna challenge myself. And I think that's what makes me so excited, is the challenge. Like the challenge of trying to figure out, okay, if I wait this long and I really focus on myself, if I really get to know myself, that's what I'm really excited about, is to understand who I am, what I want, what I don't want, what I like, what I love, like all those different things I'm excited for, because I'm still young and I have a lot of learning to do. I have a lot of growing to do. So I want to be able to better understand me so that I can better introduce myself to the man that I'm supposed to be with. I have no problem dating someone. So let me say that I'm not opposed to dating. I'm not saying like I'm not gonna date no one. I'm just about to be this person who just shields herself inside my house. I'm not gonna go out. I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna do. No, I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is that if the opportunity presents itself, then I will definitely be open to dating someone. But when I do begin to date, that first date of us trying to get to know each other, because first it starts off you talking on the phone, texting back and forth, whatever, and then you guys actually meet up. That is the perfect time for me to say, I have decided to wait on sex. I'm gonna put a pause on that until I really get to know you, until you really get to know me, until we both have a mutual understanding that we want to spend our lives together. I'm literally going to introduce that conversation to that person, that first date, because I don't want my time to be wasted, and I'm not gonna waste somebody else's time. And what I love about that is that it gives me the opportunity to know whether or not that man is willing to stay for the journey, or that man is like, you know what, I'm sorry, I need the cookie. That's perfectly fine. That will X out all the men. That will save me time wasted on men who really don't value me. So once I introduce that conversation with that person and that person tells me it's not for them, that's totally fine. It will lead me closer to the person that I'm supposed to be with. Also, I prayed about it. Like it was a personal conversation that I had with God, like literally just talking to God and telling God the reasons why I'm doing this. The reason, for all of this is for the purpose of being with my husband. So while I'm doing this is basically telling God, like, I'm serious. And when I do it, it shows, and God is like, she really is serious. Like, she really is taking this serious. Then God will start taking me serious. Because if you're going to tell God, okay, God, I'm about to be celibate, I'm about to wait, I'm about to, not have sex with this person, and then you go and have sex with this person. How can God take you serious? Like, I'm really, I am really trying to be committed and focused and obedient, so that God can be like, she has been very obedient, she's been consistent, you know, let me go ahead and give this woman her husband. Like, not in that sense, but I'm not doing it for some type of special award or whatever the case may be. I'm doing it solely for the purpose of myself, because it allows me to really dive deeper into who I am. Like, we tend to put ourselves in relationships with people and forget who we are. We don't take the time out to understand who we are. So then relationships start to fail because we're still struggling to understand who we are. Like, I have no problem walking away from a situation if it doesn't serve me no purpose. Once I decided to do that, like I said, it's been about 3.5 months now, and I'm really excited. Like, I don't know why I'm excited not to have sex, but I'm excited because I love a really good challenge, and this is a challenge for me. Um, it's just, I really want someone to love me, like me, want to be around me for me, and not what I can offer to them. I'm not gonna say that I am completely like, all right, I'm waiting till I get married. Like, we can't do anything until we are walking down the aisle and we both saying I do. Like, that is not what I am saying. Certain people become celibate for, whatever reasons they become celibate. But I became celibate for, like I said, to really get to know that person. And once we decide, like, we both have a mutual understanding, like, I want to be with you, you want to be with me, this is like a forever thing, this isn't just 1, 2, 3 years and then that's it. Once we really decide, like, we're, you're gonna be my husband, I'm gonna be your wife, like, that's just it, then that's something that maybe I could revisit that conversation. But which it could be it could be a risk, who knows, but at least I waited a few months instead of a few weeks or a few days. Like, I waited a few months or a year, who knows. Like, at least I'm willing to wait to better get to know that person, and that person better get to know me, than just diving in deep based off of attractions. Because there's some beautiful people out here in this world, but there are also some really cruel, beautiful people out here in this world. And I don't know about y'all, but for me, my body count is really low, and I want to keep it that way. I don't need, all these different men just running in and out, and I have a son. So that's also really important to me, is that who I bring around him. Like, that is extremely important. Is that man worthy of meeting my son? I don't want to continue to keep dating, and then he didn't met Michael, he didn't met Sean, he didn't met Luke, whoever. Like, I don't want that. I don't want that type of traffic. I don't want that type of body count. Like, I want to be able to be as pure, even though obviously I'm not, because I have my son. But if I can limit that, perfect, and of course it may be hard, but that's why I say the challenge is within dating, because once I surround myself around another person, that's when the challenge really starts to be like, all right, can you really do this? And I know I can, because I have that type of self-control. I am really taking on this journey. I am super duper excited, because it will only lead me closer to my husband. Now, am I one of those ones who's just like, I gotta get married today, my dress gotta look like this. Like, no, I'm not rushing anything. I'm not saying it has to be done this way. What I am basically saying is like, God, I am willing to wait. I'm willing to get to know myself. I am willing to get closer to you. I am willing to be obedient. So when the time presents itself, I am ready, and I'm not rushing into a situation where it's rushed so fast that it fails. And I'm not getting dressed up to go out to meet different men. That is not the case. I am taking a step back, getting to know myself, love on myself, and when that man comes, I'm gonna know. It's gonna be a feeling, like it's gonna be a true feeling, like, okay, he has potential. Something about him says like this is gonna be a little bit longer. And I'm willing to wait for that feeling, that moment, that urge, because I personally have a lot of, like I said, I have a lot of growing to do for myself. I'm still young. So some of my friends, they're in really serious relationships. Some of them are already married. Some of them are engaged to get married. So I am learning a lot of different things as far as marriage and, you know, communication and just understanding of being with a significant other, because you are literally signing an agreement that you're going to spend your life with this person. So there's a lot that I need to learn when it comes to being in a relationship. So to be a wife, and you know how to know I'm looking at a husband. So there's a lot of things that I'm willing to take a step back on and learn. Like, it's important for me to understand those values, because I have a son and I want him to know those values. So if I don't know those values, how can I teach him those values? So I hope this video inspires somebody, encourage somebody. If you are like me and you're taking a step back on just trying to be strong and wait on your significant other, let's do this together. If you want more videos like this, go ahead and comment down below. Give this video a thumbs up. Also click to subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you want an update on my journey, go ahead and comment down below. Maybe I'll do like a 3-month, because it's already been 3.5. So maybe I'll do a 6-month update with y'all. I don't know. But this is your girl Hamaya. Bye.